Hey everybody, this is LODWise, and today we're going to be talking about Gundam episode number 25, and I can tell you, as soon as this is over, freaking season 2 is starting. Alright, let's get right to it. I knew Megalis was actually freaking using people. He freaking used Carta. I mean, he used everybody. He's more or less like a little puppet master, and he's actually able to control everything with nobody even freaking noticing. All he had to do was put a mask on. Which was kind of interesting that he was able to pull all this shit off by putting a mask. I mean, everybody knows his voice. Everybody knows what he looks like. And it's very curious that he was actually able to pull this shit off. Kind of look at this because, of course, he's using Ein to become more or less the scapegoat to take over Gallahorn. But freaking Mika, man, he puts his ass down. And I guess Mika's truly figured out how to actually use the Evelana system. Well, I can't pronounce it correctly. But have him actually completely more or less kind of almost fusing with his machine. I don't think Ein could actually stay in there any longer than what he was. Like, say, theoretically, if he won this battle, how much longer could he have literally lived inside this machine and actually be able to keep himself sane? I just don't think he can do it, because he really seemed like in this battle, he was losing it the entire time. He was barely even holding on, and the only thing he was focusing on was basically him talking to himself in the third person almost, and it was really kind of weird. I don't really think his mind could really handle, freaking a long term in this machine. And by the end of the episode, you finally figure out that Lofter and Ozzy and all them actually had survived. Quite a few of them have died, though. I mean, seriously, a lot of them died. A lot of the red shirts. But there are probably a few of the actual part of the main characters have been died or has basically become like freaking so maimed that they really can't really do anything else. So it's going to be kind of interesting what they're going to be doing in season 2. Are they going to be, of course, recruiting new kids? Or what are they going to do? Because they have to refill their ranks because a shit tons of them have died. So I'm very curious to see exactly what they're actually going to do. So, actually, hey, one second. Let's go ahead and jump down real quick to the next point. Yeah, that next part I just wanted to kind of go into was the Machina. It really seems that he was actually kind of holding his part, because he really just let her take over and let her actually go ahead and let Kudali really explain kind of what was going on and really why she was doing what she was doing. And it really seems like he's trying to actually kind of go with what he was saying he was going to do, but I'm very curious to see exactly what's going to happen, because you know him, he's very backstabby. Most of the characters, 99% of the characters in this show is backstabby, but I'm very curious to see kind of if he's going to stick with him or if he's going to just get what he wants and say fuck off and go and let me do what I want kind of thing. So I'm very curious as well to see kind of what he's going to be doing next season, honestly, because I've been watching these things on Crunchyroll and whatever else. So season 2 is there, so I'm watching that next because I really kind of want to see how this story progresses, really. But I kind of want to jump back over against McGillis there, because of course that's kind of how the show did it. It really showed this and it kind of bounced around a little bit, but like I was talking about before, where he was the puppet master or whatever else, I mean, this guy is willing to kill and backstab any of his friends just to be able to do it. I mean, as annoying friends by the means, still he was able to actually do it and actually backstab them and take over everything. It's kind of creepy with him and his, a 12-year-old wife or whatever the hell it is. That's all creepy, but other than that, I mean, he's actually has been able to completely finish his goals. I'm going to say for right now, that's basically the biggest thing. He's so far has been able to finish it. So I'm hoping in season 2 it's actually going to show him fully take over Gallahorn or whatever else. But I also kind of want to point out as well that if you go and watch the other anime series about Gundams and whatever else, why is it the bad guy always has some kind of a face mask? He always does every time. I don't know what it is, but it seems like everyone, hell, in the Gundam Wing they did it, and quite a few other ones. So I don't understand why the bad guy always has a stupid face mask until he reveals himself, Let's stop doing that from now on for the next Gundams. Let's just see the bad guy and let's just get to it. It's getting kind of annoying, actually. The one other thing, though, is that it really seemed that they weren't sure if they're going to get a season 2, because the way they were kind of closing the storyline, the way they were closing all the character loops and stuff like that at the very end there, credits, I really felt like maybe they were just closing up. They weren't sure if they were even going to get another season, maybe. I don't know. I really would like to see kind of what's going to happen, and hell, we have season 2 already, so let's go ahead and jump into season 2. But if you guys like this, hit those like button, hit those subscribe button, leave those comments and theories. I definitely read them, and I'll catch you guys next time.